Let's go.
And now here we go again.
It's time for another episode of those shit-talking guys, full of opinions on games, music, cultures, and other random shit, all while humiliating each other. This is Generation Flip. Don't forget, make sure to drop a like and subscribe. And now, wrapping it up, here's your hosts.
What's up, guys? Sorry for the technical difficulties. We were having some technical sound problems here, but we should be okay now. Just so we do a little recap here, we got a couple of topics that we like to talk about. Also, again, thanks for subscribing and liking. So the first topic we got is actually let's go talk about what you were bringing up, somebody coming onto the show. Let's rewind. Let's handle that.
Yeah, no, what I wanted to, what we were talking about earlier before we had the technical difficulty was bringing on an individual that is a West Point graduate, 82nd Airborne Field Artillery individual. He had some great views pertaining to the pullout of the U.S. troops from Afghanistan, and he possibly can enlighten us on some of it. I mean, some of us agree, some of us don't agree. He's got guys he knows people that are actually there at the time. And it's just, it's very interesting to find out another perspective. And I think that's what we bring to the show, perspectives, right? We're not doing the same thing. We're not agreeing with you. You're not agreeing with me. We're definitely bringing out topics that are important, that we feel that are important, and that we want to talk about. And we'd also love to hear from our viewers, our subscribers, anybody that wants to come in and chat. We'd love to hear your point of view. And like we said earlier, that's one of the things I love about this program and the show that we put on is that we're open. It's always open right. To you, anybody. Let's bring it out. Let's talk about it. If something's bothering you, we're here for you. And that's one of the things that we pride ourselves on in putting the show together. We want to bring out information and maybe enlighten you on a few different things, or not so much enlighten you, but giving you a different perspective. Other than the same old people that are doing the rah-rahs, we're kind of in between that, because if I disagree with Flip, he's going to hear me. And if he disagrees with me, I'm going to hear it. And that's one of the beauties of this thing. And that's why we want to do this. This is our platform.
This is it. This is what we do. You know what I mean? Try to, keep this entertaining. So I want to touch bases. We do got a special guest coming on to the show in a moment. And he'll touch on the outcome of what's happening on the campuses and stuff. He is a LA Unified School teacher, and he'll just give us our input, his opinion on some of the things that he sees going on the campus, with the coronavirus, spread. So and the mandates that they have on mask wearing in campus and stuff like that. And I got a couple of questions to ask him myself. So we'll invite him in just a moment. So Brown has that guest coming on. I do have another spectacular guest I'm working on getting. She is well-known, number one in the nation, activist, Dorchin. And she's based out of New York. She does have an attorney. She has a attorney firm out in New York, and it's very big. And so I'm working on her. She deals with a lot of sexual abuse, domestic violence. She deals with sex trafficking, human trafficking, child abuse. Things in that nature of domestic violence, which is a really good topic, especially the sex trafficking and human trafficking. She's dealt with a lot of cases and stuff like that. So I'm working on getting her hopefully by Friday. If not, tune in. We'll have her on the show in no time, probably in the next week. So that's going to be a great one. So since I have Marcus, let's move on to the next topic here. All right, guys. So what I want to discuss also, this is a very interesting story. We have Alaska Airlines, kind of in the jam, in a little pickle there. We're talking about, if you haven't heard already, it's been in the news now and kind of surfacing on YouTube right now and definitely on TikTok.
The time is 5:00 p.m.
I would say well-rounded lady, right? The better terms of saying, she was a well-rounded lady, and she boarded Alaska Airlines, and apparently she was wearing something that was too revealing, and people, I guess, felt kind of like concerned and was a little uptight about it, and so they did something about it. They went to the flight attendant and told the flight attendant what was going on, that they didn't, felt that was inappropriate. So they went to the young lady and asked the lady she was wearing a sports bra.
Correct.
She was wearing a sports bra. That's how it started. She was wearing a sports bra. She kind of had her belly hanging out, you know what I mean? And some people didn't like the sight. So they actually were complaining about it. And so they got the flight attendant to ask her to please, put something on or whatever. And here's the thing where I believe the sexual harassment took place is that it's okay. You want to show yourself, you want to have a tank top on the freaking airplane, you know what I mean? Be comfortable. Hey, once I went on an airplane with just shorts, chancletas, some slippers, and a t-shirt, you know what I mean? Because I just felt that it moves me faster along the security lines, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, Brown? I don't have to go through all this searching and stuff. I got nothing to hide. Here I am in a tank top and my shorts and some slippers, you know what I mean? So I ain't got nothing to hide. Well, this woman felt that she can wear a sports bra, hang her, her round self out, and people didn't like it. So
and she was also tatted up.
She was all tatted up.
A lot of tattoos,
she's what I would call like one of those what is pot belly chicks? Those chicks those rock girls. What are they
easy.
I don't know. What do they call them? Belly.
So let's make sure we say this right, because we don't want to get in trouble.
I don't want to get in trouble either. But
Well, let's just bring it out this way. Definitely a well-rounded individual, plus size. Let's just say plus size.
Plus size.
I ain't got nothing against it, because I'm probably a plus size too. I'm a big cat.
What are you talking about? I'm twice that size, brother. Come on, I got little junk in my trunk too, baby. What's up? I ain't got no shame about it, man.
She had a little skin showing. They told her to put some clothes on. She said, no problem. I'm going to put my shirt back on. She put it on. And I wish we could see what happened prior to that. I always hate that fact, right? Because she could have been a little mouthy. And let's get it all out, too, though. Because she is a rapper. She's a rapper.
She is a rapper. Yeah, she's on TikTok.
She's a rapper. I mean, her name is Fat Trophy Wife. I'm being very honest. That's her name. Fat Trophy Wife on TikTok. She likes to do her thing. Hey, man, plus size people are cool as hell. Some people just don't like to see it. Now, if I would have seen her, I wouldn't have said. I would have minded my own business. I wouldn't have bugged me. But see, I don't know what happened prior or before, but they escorted her off the plane.
That's right.
They removed her because something happened.
But wait, she, after being asked to put something on, she did. She in fact put a crop top,
a shirt on, a blouse on. You know what I mean? That
still kind of showed her well-rounded, her love handles and stuff. You know, ain't nothing wrong with that, because I got plenty of it myself. You know what I'm saying? So she's comfortable with herself, and I give her nothing but props on that. She's comfortable with herself, and to me, I think the flight attendants were kind of like being very stereotyped because she was all tatted down. She was a rocker chick, she was a rocker chick, she kind of had nice tattoos. It wasn't, ugly tattoos or anything like that, but they just didn't feel comfortable with her hanging her real well-rounded self out. They didn't know how to approach it, how to deal with it, so they did it in the wrong sense, because they came to her, asked her, once she did something about it. She put something on. And then the third time, it said she got the third time approached. And at that time, she had mentioned to them, hey, just leave me alone. I put something on, just leave me alone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if you got some problem with it, then you're going to have to kick me off the plane. And that's what they did, Brown.
Yep.
They literally kicked her off. They escorted her off the plane with the police. I don't know if it was TSA or the actual police pulled her outside, man. And so they're conducting their interview with her, and she's recording everything on TikTok, by the way.
Yeah.
So you'll see it's going to surface the air. So she's doing that. Guy was actually she's flaunting her. God bless her. That's right, man.
Yeah.
Rockabilly. That's it. Thank you for that. It's called Rockabilly. And I said, what did I say? Belly rock or whatever? Pop belly or something like that. My bad.
But I was like, I don't think we would say that.
My bad, guys.
Yeah.
Yes. Ew. She's to me, it looks like she was a rockabilly. And
Right.
And so they pull her off the plane. They escort her off their plane, and they're investigating. They're asking her what's going on. She's got her camera rolling also. And she tells them why, what's the deal? I mean, she put on her blouse. I mean, Brad, I don't see nothing wrong with that, man.
No, they told her, hey, you need to look up the dress code. She says, I did. And I've got no problem with it. They're no, I'm all within my rights to do this, and said the officer that in the video admits that, there's no criminal offense took place. There's nothing. We're just investigating is what it is. But I also did a little research, and she went back on TikTok and she made a comment saying, hey, I got a phone call today from Alaskan Airlines. They refunded me my flight costs, and they gave me a promo for my next flight, a discount promo to save me some money. So how would I take that? I'd be probably calling an attorney, probably. But what's your big outcome? I mean, what are you going to make? Right. See, that's the part that I wish they had a video while this was taking place, because who knows what happened. I just find it hard for somebody to be removed off a plane because they had a sports bra on. They said, hey, ma'am, can you please put your shirt on? And then she puts her blouse on. And then all of a sudden, they start saying, hey, well, there's a dress code. Look it up. And she said, well, I'm within the dress code, and then all of a sudden, it becomes it's just tearful towards the end of the clip. And then she's off the plane. So there's got to be more.
But there's got to be more, because there's only a little short clip that she's recording, and then she's posting it up on YouTube or whatever. But I mean, they only, like I said, we had this in the past, this situation where they only record up, certain things, and they don't lead to the what actually led to that. But here's the thing: harassment.
I don't know. Close.
What do you guys think out there? What do you think, Paul? You think harassment? Is this harassment, man? Because you're getting okay. It should have ended when she put the shirt on, even though there's still something showing. It should have ended there.
Yeah.
But to continue, and I'm not a lawyer. I'm just saying if this happened to me or my daughter sitting next to me, and that happened to my daughter, I'd be pissed because she's covered up already. What's the deal? There ain't no big problem. You know what I mean? I'm not being hostile unless she was being hostile to the flight attendants, which it didn't look like she was. You know what I mean? But,
I didn't think she was. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think she was. So I mean, this is a really well. They also actually contacted after the fact. She tweeted out some stuff, and then Alaska Airlines wind up hitting her up. And this is what I don't get, Brown. This is what I don't get. You know what they did? They offer a discount on her next flight.
Yeah. They gave her a promo code. Hey, here's a promo code. Take it easy. We're going to refund your money. We're going to give you a promo code. We're going to save you some money on your next flight. How about those apples?
I honestly think, look at this. Just hypothetically speaking, you're Alaska Airlines. You're offering me a flight discount ticket on my next flight. Wonderful. That's great. That's wonderful. But Me as a person, as a big, well-rounded person, you humiliated me in front of everybody, first of all.
Yeah.
All right? You put my self-esteem really low by doing what you just did, okay? You humiliated me. Come on now.
Yeah.
And you escorted me off the flight that I probably had. She had something to do. She was going to shoot something, actually. She was going to go shoot a video or something like that. So you're making me late as well. You know what I mean? So you're harassing me. And do you think this is deemed for a lawsuit coming?
I do.
So
Invest some money in that because but here again, like I said, I wish I had more video. I wish there was more things out there. You know, I wish there was a little more out there because there's always two sides. Now, don't get me wrong. I feel for the gal, and you know what? She don't even feel bad because she's got so much confidence. You know, she's a fat trophy wife. Isn't that what she calls herself?
yeah, she calls herself Fat Trophy Wife.
I mean, come on, man. She oozes confidence in my mind.
Look what Paul says.
If she raps and does all her shit, she's oozing with confidence. Which more power to you, man. She's happy with herself. She ain't got no shame in her game, you know.
But Paul says, read what Paul says here.
Amen. You fat shit. Come on, man. There's always two sides. I'll never jump on the wagon, you know me, but I'll always think it out. You know what I mean? Shoot, that's funny. We got Generation MagFed.
Ooh, there we go.
Who's Generation MagFed?
That's my bro.
Oh, he says I don't know if that maybe I once got $300 and a free round trip for a chip glass back in the day. Well, that's because you bit the glass, bro. Stop biting the glass.
Stop eating that shit, Brent. No, but
hey, you should never have told me that. I almost started biting shit.
No, but listen to this. The thing is that she's confident in herself.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, that's wonderful. You know what I mean? But I would say hell no to the ticket and freaking turn around and sue him because you humiliated me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, she got it on film. She got it on film.
You know what?
Yeah.
I tell you what's going to happen, Brown. This is not going to hit a law. It's not going to hit the court. It's not. Alaska's going to settle because they know they were in the wrong.
Right.
They know they were in the wrong. They
Right.
should have ended when she put the shirt on and that's it. You know what
Right.
I mean? She wasn't, well, as far as we know, from what we see, she wasn't, she wasn't obnoxious or anything like that with the,
and you know what? Hey, when you're big, you generate heat, baby. Hey, I've been on those planes that I'm like, dude, put the fucking fan on. Turn these valves up, baby. I need some cool air. I've been there, baby. I never took my shirt off, but I might on my next. I like Alaskan too. I fly Alaskan, so we need to get them out as a sponsor. They fly me to Cabo, baby. I like them.
I'm trying to get this. I'm still trying to get the fly guy in here, and no go. He's calling, but he's no go. So I'm telling him to hit the button, but he's not.
Look at Paul. Paul says it says you have 2 paying customers, and Alaskan has to serve both customers, not just favor one. Right. 50K. Oh, MagFed says 50K. Give her 50K. The fly
50K.
guy says, let him in.
Well, I mean, 50K, I think that's a little too much. 50K. I would say a good 7. Give her some 7 to 10 G's.
You know
That's
what?
all.
Here's what I say. Here's what I say. You're going to get 1 year free airfare in the U.S. Continental. Unlimited flights for 1 year in the U.S. Continental.
Wouldn't do it.
No?
Wouldn't do it.
Hey,
I wouldn't
they
do
can't
it.
take. I'm just saying. I'm throwing it out there.
I won't take it. I won't take
You
it.
won't take-
Would you guys take that at home? Would you guys take that? Look, give me 10 G's. We settle for 10 G's. All right. And I can fly wherever I want to go. Maybe she already has a pass, though, or airline. Maybe she has one of those airline cards that she can ride. She does videos. I mean, she raps. You don't think they might fly her out from time to time, or She probably's got a frequent flyer card or something. You don't
Have
think
you
so?
seen the videos?
I don't know. I mean,
I'm just joking. I'm just
saying,
joking.
I've never seen her rap videos. I saw only one that we saw a little earlier. But
she likes to have fun, man.
I
She
get
be
that,
fun.
but I mean,
You know what? Here's what I say, Flip. If she's watching our show or somebody knows her, let's bring her on.
I would love to bring her on.
I would love to bring her
What's
on.
her name?
Somebody's got a mirror out there. Let's bring her
Trophy
on.
Wife, come on to Generation Flip. I would love to have you on my show to talk about this scenario. What happened to you, man?
Yeah.
First of all, I'd give you props. I'll give you definitely props. Being confident woman that you are, big rounded woman that you are, definitely props. Because I'm a big guy myself. Brown's a big guy himself, and you know I've dealt with a lot of things in my life too. You know, and so
I would love
big
to have
props.
her on. We need to try to get her on.
Yeah,
We need to
you
TikTok
guys
her.
reach out to TikTok or whatever. You guys watch this. Hit her up. Generation
You know,
Flip's
I
calling
think
you,
Gaio
baby.
knows her personally.
What's that?
I think Gaio knows her personally.
Gaio, you know her
Set it
personally?
up, Gaio. Let's go.
Gaio knows her. All right. I can't get this guy on the. I don't know. He's not coming. All right. So we'll skip that segment, but let's move on. Next topic we've got here, guys. Brown. What do we got, Brown? What do we got here, Brown?
Well, I'll tell you, one of the directions that I want to go is that I found very, very interesting. I was looking at some stuff regarding Texas and the abortion,
Okay, right on.
and how it how it's affecting the economy, and how it's affecting people's livelihoods.
Right.
I'll tell you, I read a story. It was on CNN. CNN always has some pretty good news breaking stuff, and it was pertaining to that. And I found it interesting about that. And here's the funny part: I can't find it no more. I had it, and we had to restart the show.
I have it here. I just pulled it up. CNN. Yeah, CNN's up here. New York, CNN Business. It's talking about the abortion rights advocates scramble to fight Texas law that effectively bans abortion in the state. So in case you don't know already, that's what's going on in this nation. And it's not just Texas, but Texas is just, one of the big states here that are banning abortion rights for females, it's tough for the female. I'll tell you that. A lot of changes is going on in this world, in this nation alone. You know what I mean? A lot of changes. I was talking to a woman on my bus today, and I said, you got to expect the changes. We're in term of the changes right now. So we don't know what the outcome's going to be, but right now the world itself is going through a change, a big change. So more on this.
Yeah, and to elaborate on that, I found it, and it says why Texas strict abortion laws is terrible for the economy. And see, here again, you don't think it's really going to affect us in a certain way, and it does. It affects us in more ways than one, and a lot of people don't realize that, right? So when you look at this thing as a full, a good picture, one of the things that when I was reading on it, and what it was telling me was basically it's telling you it increases the instance of negative public records like bankruptcies and evictions by 81%.
Well,
And you go,
wait a minute, but how do you figure that? I mean,
because of this. It specifies it right here. It says an analysis on credit reports from women who took part in a turnaway study, which looks at the effects denied abortions on women's lives over multiple years, shows that shows that not being able to terminate an unwanted pregnancy increases the debt in the past 30. It says, I'm sorry, let me read this right. It says pregnancies increased the amount of debt past due 30 days by more than 78%. Right? And then it says it increases the instance of negative public records like bankruptcies and evictions by 81%. It says it's an intrusion on people's economic lives. And this is per Diane Green Foster, a professor of obstetrics
But dig this. Not just that it affects the economy. They're saying also that the litigation of abortion is estimated to have allowed women to finish their education, enter professional occupation, increase wages, and avoid poverty. So that helps. As they're saying, that's what they're saying.
Right.
You know,
for the study.
Right, but then they're also talking about the how I read over here that most women have abortions early on, the first trimester, but yet they find out that they're pregnant to begin with, and then it changes the scenarios, and factors change like income. They got to go on welfare and stuff like that, and you know what I mean. So they're thinking about welfare when they claim welfare. I mean, we're tax dollars. You know what I'm saying? So, and you know what? Another thing is, I get it because people for me, it's like I go to the market. I'm like, how do these women have all these kids? You know, like what the hell? How do they support all these kids? They got 5-6 kids running around, you know, like how do you support a kid like that? You know, and they're on welfare and stuff like that. I mean, taxpayers' dollars. You know what I mean?
You know, and it says, you know, unfortunately, I didn't write this, but it shows that the abortion access reduces teen pregnancy, in particular for Black women and women of color. I guess what's the right way? Education-wise and money and things like that. It affects more Black and colored women, and that's where the study shows that who it affects the most. And in Texas, you know, they done snatched that law up, and from what I was reading earlier, they were also talking about a few things about them doing somewhat of a self-governing, where they can get paid up to $10,000. It's like a coalition to where it flip. If I think that your daughter's pregnant, right? If I see her, I'm a neighbor in Texas, and I see that I think she's pregnant, and I see her growing and growing, and then all of a sudden it's gone, I can report her.
What? Whoa. Wait a minute. You're telling me that in Texas, and maybe other states.
And other states. It's not just Texas.
Okay,
Texas.
So if I had a daughter and she was in her first couple trimesters, right? Or first trimester or whatever, and you're my neighbor, and you see that she is pregnant, maybe a teenage daughter or whatever, you could file or what?
You could file a complaint to a certain coalition in Texas and tell them, and they can investigate, like self-policing. And if they find out that she got an abortion, the state will pay you $10,000.
Then everybody would probably be rich.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
So Texas got the money to dish out $10,000 every time somebody reports somebody?
If you watch the video on this, the CNN business, there's a video there playing. They explain how that law works in Texas. It's
gotta be kidding me, man.
I kid you not. It's right here. I'm watching it playing right now. And when I heard that, I was really blown away. Is there a way that we can play this video real quick?
Which video you're talking about? You can probably play it. Go to the Discord and go ahead and hit. You're going to hit. I'll tell you, walk you right through it. Actually, if you go to Discord, go to screens, and then you're going to go click applications and make sure you select the application that you want to share. There you go.
There it is. So this is it. Now I want to play it. It's them right here, and they're talking about how do I? Can you hear the sound?
We can hear it. Yeah, we can hear it.
Okay.
Doesn't mean answering the phone at a call center. Doesn't mean giving
I
them
can't
money.
hear it, but you can.
And
that's good.
If you are subject to a lawsuit, then what happens to you next? And the idea behind that right is to really cut off the support network.
Let me know when they get to that part, Flip.
Later on in pregnancy, which, as you mentioned earlier, is the vast majority of folks seeking abortions.
Because as it is written it cannot be enforced by state officials, right? It can be enforced by any citizen living in the state, really deputized to sue someone who is trying to get access to an abortion for at least $10,000.
Hit the video.
How is that going to work?
I can't.
You can't hit the video?
That's a really
Let's see.
important
I'm trying.
question.
Right here, video.
The law, what
Did
it
I do
does,
it?
as you
Nope.
just said, is it creates this army of private citizens.
Oh, now you know I ain't the technical
One of the
guru.
major anti-abortion groups in Texas.
Here, I know what I can do.
has
Hold
already
on.
set up a hotline for folks to send in tips.
Okay, here we go.
Saying, I suspect someone has broken
Right there,
the law.
pause that right there. Yep, that's what you got. So, if in case you didn't hear this, Brown, you probably couldn't hear it, but she's saying that, like how you said, anybody can call and make this claim with a certain group of people, and make the claim and get $10,000 out of it. You know what I'm saying? So that's oh my God, I don't know what to say to that, bro. I I don't know what to say to that, because you know what that means. Then Texas is going to be one poor country or one poor state, because a lot of people are going to be calling it. Remember, I said this in the last segment. I said this, that kids or women are going to wind up flooding the other states that allow abortion. You see, because of this. It's just not Texas. They're going to be flooding all over, you know? So this is insane. Hey, I'm short some money, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to call this in and say, hey, this is a legitimate reason to call somebody in. Give me my 10 G's. You know what I mean? Right. Come on. There got to be some kind of limitation to this shit.
And that's the thing about Texas that a lot of people don't understand. Every state is ran. You know, the federal government's the federal government. They don't really control us. We're state ran. You know, so good example is marijuana. So when you talk about marijuana, not all federally it's illegal, but each state, if you vote on it, you can pass it and it's okay to smoke.
Right.
Fortunately, on the federal transportation and things, airlines, you cannot. It's okay. But each state can pretty much do what they want to do. They don't have to abide by the government, by the federal government.
Oh, they have their own state law.
They kind of supersede that, which a lot of people don't realize.
Right.
But that's another topic.
Even though in state itself, from what I understand, is that you can only carry a certain amount of marijuana on you anyways. You can't carry over a certain amount, because then it becomes an issue, you know? So, and then I know in Vegas, you can't, it's not legal in Vegas. And people from Cali go to Vegas and they got their marijuana, you know? It's like they get pulled over. Hey, you can't have this shit in their state. Sorry, it's not legal over here. Go back to Cali.
It's the same with Utah and polygamy, right? Wives. It's the same in Nevada for prostitution. It's legal. You know, it's the oldest profession in the world.
Wow.
Prostitution. And it's legal in Nevada, but nowhere else.
Right.
You know, so there's all kinds of different things that goes to, you know, to agree with what I'm telling you, is each state is pretty much ran by the state. You know, they pretty much dictate what goes on that. You want me to cut out that screen?
Yeah, can you cut that out?
Let me see if I can stop streaming that. There we go.
Good stuff.
But, you know, that's just some of the interesting things pertaining to that topic of abortion and things. And I find it interesting that, and see, it's news to me because, fuck, I'm not a Texan. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm not saying they're good. I know there's probably fantastic people. I know there is. But for some reason, the government there, the local government, I don't understand it, man, how you can take a woman's right away to do what, you know, I find that difficult to believe and to understand because, fuck, it's just human nature. If somebody says, hey, Brown, that's it. You can't have bigger than a 36-inch waist.
Yeah.
Really? You're telling me I can't do this and that, and it's just I don't understand that. That's probably not a good analogy, but for someone to tell a woman that, you know, hey, you got to cover your face, or you can't have an abortion, or hey, listen, your lips are too big, you got to bring them down a little. Man, get the fuck out of here. You're crazy.
Oh, that is funny.
People buy that shit, Flip. People are, you know what? You're right. Let's go with it. And they voted and they passed it. Scary.
It is, man. Like I told you, what's going to happen is that other states are going to be overwhelmed. They're going to be flooded with the the abortion stuff. They're going to be flooded, man, because or the people in Texas or and states like this are going to be forced to move to relocate at another state. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's sad. You know, that's very sad. But you know what? I was also thinking it's cheaper in Texas right now to live. I got family out in Texas too. It's cheaper to live in Texas. Yeah. Maybe they're trying to control their population there. I don't know. I don't know, man. I mean, it is a Republican state, you know. So.
Hey, listen, there ain't no place like Cali, baby. We live in Cali. I got green year round. We got green grass, green tree. I flew back into New York in the winter. It's all brown. I've been in Texas in the humidity. I never want to go back. You know, you got tornadoes. I mean, we all got a little something, but I like Cali, man. Cali's my home, man. You know, I don't think I'll ever leave California unless something was pretty detrimental. Unless, I don't know. Who knows, man? But I don't understand some people's train of thought, and that's okay because that's the beauty of America. Everybody respects everybody, and everybody's different.
I hear you. Paul's over here saying that you can't wear two top on the plane.
Me? Should I wear a tube top on that motherfucker?
Well, you know, I fly comfortable. I don't care, but
I do.
I tell you, you know, guys, again, like the, what you guys see. I know we had a little technical difficulties in the morning, or not morning, but earlier today. Give us a like if you like the topics. You know what we discussed earlier. There's some stuff we got going on planned up. I don't think we're going to show this Friday because Brown's going out of town. So we'll be missing. Be missing this Friday. We'll be missing this Friday, but we're working on the, like I said, Dorchin, who's the well-known advocate, women's rights and stuff. She'll be on the show, and as well as Brown's buddy, will be on the show, discussing the issue with the politics behind the Taliban over there and overseas. You know.
Right.
You know, but all you guys out there, Marcus Fly joined in. Appreciate it. Much love, man. Paul, again, Gaio, thanks a lot, man. Tuned into another one. You know, Generation MacFed. Yeah, definitely MacFed. Definitely appreciate it, you guys. I'm sorry we had a little technical issues here, but it is what it is. And but thank you for staying with us, man. Another note. Share it with your friends on your social media. We appreciate it. We're actually doing pretty good, Brown. I've checked again. We're up at 2,700 now.
Nice.
So we're moving up. It's gotten big. Got up to, I think, almost 55 subscribers. The goal I'm trying to get is that 1,000 subscribers, man. You know, let's hit that 1,000 subscribers.
Yep. We'll get it. We're getting there.
Valentina comment.
Valentina. Oh, hey, take it easy there.
Take it easy. Come on.
What I was saying to her is we need to come together like butt cheeks. Let's all come together.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, guys. Brown and I appreciate it. Much love. Tune in we probably won't be airing on Friday, but we'll be next week, Tuesday, Fridays. Hit us up. Share it, like it, subscribe. All right, much love. I really appreciate it. You guys leave a comment in the comments if you guys have something to talk about, some other topics you would be interested, or the show would be really good and taken up. Leave it in the comments. You guys watch us later, hit us up in the comments. We'll take a look at it. But But for sure, man, you guys appreciate it. Much love. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Pump those brakes, baby. You're tuned into Generation Flip. We'll be right back.